Hello, everyone, and welcome to Lilly Sky Messages. So, this is going to be the full moon in Libra astrology reading for April 16th, all right, 2022. That's happening on a Saturday. The moon will be 26 degrees 45 minutes. The high peak is going to be at 11:54 a.m. And for Eastern time, that's happening, I believe, at 2:54 p.m. All right. Now, so definitely watch the previous video that I uploaded that is going to, or that has the astrology reading. Now, this is everyone's reading. This is your reading, your intuitive reading, your intuitive horoscope reading. So we're going to start off with, let's start off with Libra, okay? It's Aries season, but we already had a full moon in Aries, right? A new moon in Aries. So we're going to start off with Libra, okay? Libra has the moon in the IC, so very private, feeling very private, going into your thoughts. The moon for you, all right, is going to, and I need to move this chart over a little bit. The moon for you is going to be in the 4th house, all right? And there's no other planets there for you, Libra, but you're feeling very private, very within yourself, thinking about your home, your family, really looking at taking care of yourself, or you should be doing self-care, all right? Looking at what really matters. The 4th house covers all of those emotions, the foundation, dealing with children, feminine energy, women, mother. So it's really dealing with these aspects, right? And remember that everything is happening in a lot is happening with the 10th house, okay? That has that sun energy in the 10th house. There's Mercury and Uranus in the 10th house, right? So, and even Taurus is in the 10th house. That has a lot to do with what you own in your home, and really fighting for yourself and trying to communicate with that. So communication could be difficult for some of you, even though Mercury is not in retrograde, but you can still be feeling from these other alignments the need for communicating. Maybe some of you are communicating well and some of you might not be. So it's really focused on the home, and your career and your home is in that alignment where it's really trying to work things out, okay? And it's also working out with the money that you have, reflecting on Venus being in the 8th house for you, on money and the spiritual connection to that, and even with love connection and spiritual deep connection to that, and fighting for even kind of like reincarnated lessons, because Mars with Pisces in the 8th house as well, and just dealing with other people's money, your money, dealing with self-sabotage issues also. And with Pisces being ruled by the 12th house, there's a lot of self-sabotage energy and just a construction of life, and everyone is feeling that. So that reading is really for everyone. Everyone is getting a little bit of, a little dab of that, a little sprinkle of that energy as well, okay? So that's for Libra, all right? So we're going to move around to what comes after Libra. Let's go into Scorpio, okay? So Scorpio is dealing with the south node energy in retrograde, feeling a lot of the 4th house and also 5th house energies as well. So dealing with home, Scorpio, and also dealing with love and romance, that kind of Leo energy of love, romance, and having fun with your life, and just trying to find balance between drama, home situation, tapping into your childlike energies, and just being creative and trying to find a creative way to solve things for yourself, Scorpio. So you'll be dealing with that. Sagittarius, you'll be dealing with very much of the 5th house and a little bit of the 6th house energies, depending on where you are and what your life is going on with. So Sagittarius is dealing with love, romance, family, things that really matter to you. But you're also dealing with some of you, your health, your wealth, your health and fitness, and dealing with your daily habits, even issues maybe with your pets, some of you, and dealing with how useful you feel in your life regarding yourself and others as well. So a lot of 6th and 5th house issues for you guys. All right, Capricorn, you're dealing with a lot of Pluto energy, and also for feeling very lucky as well. So remember, with Pluto, it's all about allowing things to have its powerful rebirth. You know, it's death and rebirth. It's destroying negative energies, negative things, and bring forth healing and transformation. So allowing things to get transformed when it needs to, not provoking any arguments, not pushing anything to be, but still trying to work towards what you want. Okay, Capricorn. So I'm feeling very confident in that. And you are more wanting your privacy as well. So any kind of money moves you're making, you want it to be private, and you know when things will switch out and change, and really don't share any information with anyone until it is time to do so. Okay. So yeah, that's now Aquarius is dealing with the 7th house issues, and you guys have the Saturn energy. Okay. And for some of you will be 7th house issues, others will be 8th house issues as well. Let's see. So yeah, a lot of 7th house issues with relationship, marriage, any kind of business, partnership, contracts you might be dealing with. So you want to be very mindful with that, making sure that you're getting what you want out of it. With the 8th house that some of you might be dealing with is really recuperating, or making sure that you're getting what you want out of it, dealing with money or relationship, making sure that it matches up. If it's a money issue, you want to make sure that you're secure in your contract. If it's a relationship issue, you want to make sure that it matches, right? If it's any kind of relationship drama, I feel like that energy could spill out into something more, dramatic. Okay, because that Saturn energy is about doing what is right. Okay. So, and you guys have Mars almost there, so still that energy of Mars is close by, so you want to be very mindful of arguments too regarding money, relationships, anything that could be argument with the 7th and 8th house. Okay, now Pisces, you have Mars, you have Jupiter energy, you have Neptune energy, you have Venus energy. This is a lot going on in here, and having Venus and Mars in the 8th house, it's very powerful for you guys. Having Neptune in the 9th house, okay, and having Jupiter in the 9th house. So looking at the 9th house is about that Sagittarius energy of travel, knowledge, higher knowledge, law, your faith belief, your religious belief. So a lot of learning and a lot of things that has to do with being ethical and the philosophy in situations. So having that in Jupiter is very optimistic. Okay, and with Neptune, so it's really connecting to your spirituality and looking at what is real, not just the illusion of things, but looking at what is real in a situation and really making things possible. So this is a great connection for Pisces to make their vision, their visualization into reality. So really tap into this full moon in Libra to get connected to making things concrete. Okay, you see it in your mind and you can make it happen. All right, so that's really important. The Mars in the 8th house, okay, and it's Mars in the 8th house for you, and Venus in the 8th house. Okay, so looking at that, okay, having that Mars energy and that Venus energy. Venus is about love. Venus is about attracting what you want. Okay, and then having these energies together working for you, this is you calling in what you want and really attracting what you want with the Venus in the 8th house. This is you pulling in what it is that you want. And the Mars also, it's like it's two power planets that can really manifest and get what they want, the masculine, the feminine energy. So this is really powerful for you to really attract what it is that you want. A lot going on there, so you guys can really tap in and focus in on those energies. Woohoo! Aries, 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 happy birthday to all Aries. You are manifesting what you want in the 10th house, but also a little bit in the 9th house. You have Chiron for healing. Aries, you really want to be mindful with what you're doing, because you can receive a lot of attention with what you're saying, what you're doing, so you can use it for good, but you can also highlight your healing in this full moon with this Chiron energy. This is so powerful, powerful, powerful. And it being in the 9th house, you can learn a lot about your healing and what doesn't work for you and what does work for you, right? So you are like the teacher of yourself. You know, when things, a good practice is when things seem to be overwhelming, think of yourself as a teacher. You are a student, but you're teaching yourself as well. The best type of learning is one-on-one. So even if you're just sitting by yourself, you're learning about your healing. You're learning about what makes me better and what am I doing that's to my detriment. What detriment, that word just pops up for me today, but what is not working for me and what is working for me, and how can I make this a power move in my 9th house of traveling, you know, doing something good for you in traveling, higher learning, the higher mind, philosophy, you know, tapping into these 9th house things to see how it will help you around this full moon time and leading up to the full moon. And we're in the waxing moon time. So Aries, this is your time. This is your birth season. It's in waxing moon. You can manifest, and you're going into the full moon in your opposite sign, which is Libra. So this is like a powerful time for you. You can connect to that. And the 10th house is about career. So a lot of you could be manifesting the career you want and really tapping into that spiritually with your energy work, right? So you can really do that. All right, Taurus. Taurus, you have I was talking about Taurus in the beginning of the reading for Libra. So Taurus, you have Mercury and you also have Uranus, right? So in your 10th house, you really fight for yourself and really communicate what you want for yourself. And you have the North Node in retrograde. So really slowly, really plan out your North Node, your higher self. Where are you going? Where do you want to go? And you're fighting for yourself with this Uranus energy, right? And you're protecting your energy, and you're also communicating that very well in the 10th house, everything that the 10th house has to do. And whatever your job is, leading into a career, whatever it is that is your basic survival, and also not defaming yourself, or if someone is trying to put you down, is protecting your character too, and doing it in the correct way, because you have Mercury there that is all about communicating and communicating in the best possible way. All right, Gemini. Gemini, you're in the 11th house. There is no planets here for you, but you are in the 11th house. In the 11th house, you can learn a lot about groups and friendships. And, you know, do you want that friendship? Do you don't want that friendship? What hopes do you have for yourself? What wishes do you have for yourself? How do you see your future? Tap into the 11th house where you really put things into perspective. Don't let the issues of the world get to you. You know, you have this need to communicate, and the 11th house deals with us really caring about everyone, so that humanitarian energy as well. So you're socially aware of everything going on in the world, and you like things to be fun and lighthearted, right? And you know, fashion and style and youthfulness. Gemini is all about that, but you are aware of what's going on in the world, and you are aware of what friendships are good for you, what are real friendships. So really playing your cards well and knowing what's not good for you, let it go, and knowing that you are an entertainment to yourself, you are a comfort to yourself. You can never be bored unless you're depressed, and if you are, you can shake it off, you can do your thing, you can seek out the help you need, the wisdom you need. You are the fundamental education that you need. You can go back to the fundamental knowledge where your opposite sign Sagittarius is the higher learning, and Gemini is the fundamental learning. So whatever you're going through, look at the source, look at the building blocks of it, the start, the fundamental things, and then you can add it up and get to the sum and get to your answer. So really tap into that. But Gemini, you are looking to your hopes, your wishes, and your future, okay? And technology can get you there, okay? You're all about communication. The 11th house is about technology as well, so you can get yourself there. You don't need any planets, okay? And your opposite sign is just really in this energy state of tapping into the energy of the earth and making things possible. Sagittarius has that, so you can kind of reflect on that too, okay? And it's also, some Geminis are seeking support in groups and friendships, so you might be getting that, and you might be getting that on the spiritual realm. It doesn't always have to be on the physical plane as well, okay? Now Cancer, you have the Lilith energy, okay, in the 12th house. All right, so Cancer, you are looking at this black moon, right? So don't be in denial, and you're never in denial. You see things clearly for what it is, okay? You can cast out fear and doubt, and you can make things possible. You're not to be messed with, okay? You're not the victim. You are, you can remove that suffering and really stand apart and be yourself in your own way, okay? And you are thinking about, how do I move and how do I shift around here? And you're looking at the angles of things and how to get to where you are. Kind of like, I like to think of Lilith as a mathematical way of dealing with where you want to go. So you're really looking at all angles, and you're really seeing things and making things add up. And I feel like you can really do that at this full moon and go for the best outcome for you, what will really work for me. And that's what you are focusing on, okay? You're focusing on, how can I alleviate any kind of distrust, right? Also, so if there's someone that you feel like, oh, I should trust them, everything looks good on paper. No, trust yourself, okay? To connect to your ancestors, connect to asking for guidance, find a sacred space. You're great at that. You're great at tapping into your own psychic energy. As water signs, you can figure out what feels good. So don't just blindly trust. Know that, hey, something feels off, I'm going to go with my intuition. I'm going to go with my heart, my feelings, my emotion, and really tap into that. And then remembering that you connecting to and being in like this 12th house energy, that you are connecting to endings and beginnings. What needs to end, right? Where's the healing? How can I find closure with something that just came up from the past, or something that's going on? Tap into your spirituality. Have time alone. Cancer like that, you know. Dealing with the karma of a situation. You do good things, more good things happen. Something bad, being in a funk and doing something that was negative, you can grow and get out of that, okay? And you can see what is hidden in this 12th house. So you're really looking at the subconscious mind for yourself and for others, so you can really see what is hidden, okay? Leo is in that first and second house, so you're experiencing, thinking about what is best for me, myself, my what do I look like, you know, what do I feel like, really tapping into that feeling. And then also you're looking at the second house of my home and what is important to me. So your first house is yourself, maybe your appearance, maybe you want to change up some things, maybe you're tapping into this Aries energy as well in Aries season, because they're a sister brother fire sign. So you're really connecting to that and really finding your identity. Maybe you feel like you need something to shift and change, and you're moving towards that part of your life that makes sense for you, okay? And you're really caring about your body too and how you feel. Now the second house, you're really looking at your money, Leo, and what works best for you, and your income, right? And is your daily routine matching up with your goal for yourself? So really looking at that, and even changing around your job a little bit, the way that you work, your work ethics and your habits, and just seeing, is every action I'm doing leading me to the things I want to have, right? That whole second house experience. So you're really connecting to what works best for you. Oh, I almost forgot. How could I forget? No, I'm not going to forget Virgo. So Virgo, a little bit of the second house as well. Okay, with you seeing, my income, my work, my money, the things I possess in my home, the things that are mine, right? How are my actions daily lining up with that? And drawing that power for your work ethics to match up with that. Now the third house for Gemini, because you both are ruled by Mercury, so Virgo, you're in that third house, so you can really connect to the creativity of your sister brother planet sign. Okay, you guys connect with that Mercury. So your mind and the way that you're thinking, the way that you're communicating. Some of you might not want to communicate too much and share your great ideas. Implement them, because Geminis will have great ideas, and if they share it, people will snatch it up. So, if you have a Gemini working for you, they can really manifest things and see things creatively, just like Virgo. But Virgo is so dedicated, they'll get it done sometimes even sooner than some Geminis, right? But they'll get it done. And you're thinking about you're making moves now, Virgo, thinking about who can I connect with, what activities and circles do I need to be in, who can I communicate with to work together, to collaborate, because Geminis deal with collaborating a lot, and so does Virgo, to work with. But Virgo, you're collaborating with them, but you're the boss, you're the head, right? So they know that you're doing them a favor, or they'll feel like, oh, this is a great idea, I want to work with this, and the communication is clear, so there's no misunderstanding, right? So you're really thinking about who can I communicate with, how social am I going to be to get to my next goal and the things that I want. So you're building those building blocks. So that would be really great for this full moon in Libra for you. So you're really finding that balance right there, right? So that is readings for everyone. I hope you enjoy your intuitive horoscope reading, and I will be seeing you guys next time. Please click like and definitely subscribe if you haven't to my channel. Thank you so much for watching Lily Sky Messages. Happy full moon in Libra. Really connect to that energy. Also seeing where your ruling planet is, what sign it's in, okay? And matching up, seeing if it's the same degree in your birth chart or it's in the same house. That's an even powerful focus point for you to connect to. All right, so there's many different things that you can work on, and you can look at the chart and see it and say, hey, this is what I want to work on. What house is my zodiac sign in? That has a lot to do with what's going on in your life right now and what you can pull on, and it's giving you clues on what you can work on, what direction you can go in, and really focus your positive energy on that for the best outcome. Remember, we're in waxing moon days now leading up to the full moon, so start manifesting what it is you want, and this Libra full moon is bringing in the balance into your life that you need, right? And it's bringing that harmony into your life that you need. All right, so thank you guys so much for watching. Click like, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.